All right. Hello, Facebook. Test one, test one, test one. Here we go. So, we're back. This is part 3 for Save Your Health Sunday. There's going to be many more parts of this. So, get ready. I'm going to be doing this every week for, who knows, maybe forever. I don't know. So, for as long as people keep tuning in and asking questions. How about that? I'll make that deal with you. So, I'm actually going Wi-Fi free today, so I don't have everything in front of me. I do have stuff in front of me, but if you're tuning in, I can't really see if you're tuning in because I've got everything turned around, so I've got the good camera facing on me because the small little backward camera doesn't work all that well. So here we go. If you join me for the first 2 episodes of this, the first one was does it fit your micros? We talked about micronutrients, which is factor into this. Notice they build on each other. The last one was, tune in for the last one. We talked about because it relates to this as well. So, and if you choose to join me, I hope you join me here at PhysioFit at some point. And, this way you get full everything. We can sit here and talk for about an hour because this is going to take us about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go through stuff today. So, today is your pH balanced? This is a biggie because which I'll be posting some pictures and graphics and stuff like that down below here on the video feed after I get done. But that way you can get some visual representation of everything that I'm talking about here. But otherwise, just bear with me because, you just get me for visual reference. If you don't know, I'm very pH balanced. And I'm going to talk about why that is and how you can be pH balanced yourself. Because it is, if you saw the event page, it's a lot about kidney health. That's right. If your pH is all over the place, guess what your kidneys are having to do? They're having to filter different stuff out, all right? Constantly. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But you know what that does? It puts a lot of stress on your kidneys, puts a lot of wear and tear on your kidneys. And you don't want wear and tear on your kidneys. No, you do not. Why? Because that means you're probably going to have to get a new one at some point. That ain't no fun for you. It's no fun for whoever's having to donate that kidney. So, that's one reason why you need to keep your pH balanced. So let's talk about pH balance and what that is right quick. Okay, so pH goes from a scale of 1 to 14. All right, 1 is very acidic. That's like battery acid. Out of your car battery. Don't get that on you. It will eat you straight to the bone. Okay, that's why they have special composites and stuff used to contain that stuff. Because man, it's toxic. And then you have 14, which is drain cleaner. Okay, it's on the opposite side of it. Don't mix those two together ever. So you don't want either one of those. Okay, you don't want a 1, you don't want a 14. You want a 7. Actually, you want a 7.4, more specifically for your body. But 7 is neutral. 7 is water. Okay, so this stuff, which you need to drink a whole ton of this stuff, all right? Specifically, and we'll talk about why, because, you want your pH to be about 7.2 to 7.6 on that scale. So, I want to start off with a little moderation in all things, okay, because you've seen all the alkaline diets that are out there, which are in response to the normal diet, which is very acidic. With all the breads and pastas and ice creams and sugar, all the sodas, all that junk that are basically making your body acidic, so it can't function properly. So you have all the alkaline diets, which go the opposite direction. The problem is you can be too acidic and you can be too alkaline. You can have acidosis or you can have blood alkalosis. Neither one of them are good. Both of them lead you to very bad health over time, okay? So acidosis, you get sluggish, you get tired, you get cancer, okay? It's very much known that if your blood is acidic all the time, you will get cancer because cancer grows and thrives in an acidic environment. It can't grow and thrive in an alkaline environment. However, your body can't function in an alkaline environment either. So you'll start having nerve damage issues. You'll start having brain health issues, major brain health issues. You'll start having organ failure issues, your digestive issues. A whole host of digestive issues will come from having a system that's too alkaline, because we have an acid-based digestive system, okay? We've got to have acids there in the stomach to break stuff down, especially if you're a type O, for blood typing. If you're type O, you got to have acid in your stomach to break stuff down. If you don't have that, your digestive system is going to be completely thrown out of whack. If you're type A, just a little side note here, if you're type A, you can probably do better on vegan and vegetarian diets if you're type A, okay? You can also do better with a little higher pH, or a little more alkalinity to your blood, and even in your digestive system. You can handle that a lot more efficiently. Type O's cannot, all right? So there's some variants there that people need to really understand. So if you don't know your blood type, find out. If you're type B or type AB, y'all can do either one, okay? You can go either way with it. So there's that. And whenever you start looking at all the diets and the drinks and the juices and everything else, think basic, okay? 80-20, all right? If you can go 80% alkaline, good stuff, and 20% acidic stuff, you'll be perfect, okay? Even if you're 60-40, you're good. If you get down to 50-50 and half your diet is acidic and half your diet is alkaline, well, it takes a lot more to get past that acidic level there. One Coke, okay? Just to give you something to think about. Drinking one Coke, okay, one 12-ounce Coke. Guess what you're going to need? This is a 1 liter bottle. You know how many of these you're going to need just with regular water to bring your blood acidity level back up to neutral? Any guesses? Any guesses? You're going to need at least 4 of these 1 liter bottles for every can of Coke that you drink, okay, to get you back to neutral, all right? If you're not doing that, well, you know, that's the issue. For every cup of coffee, okay, for everybody that's going out to Starbucks, you're having that big cup of coffee, you need 2 of these, all right? That's your offset, okay? It's not about, you know, replacing liquid in your system. It's about getting your pH back to being balanced, okay? And it's a very, very big thing, because if your pH isn't where it needs to be, you can't digest things properly. You can't take nutrients in as you're supposed to. That's coming up. So let's talk about a few things as far as, you know, acidity levels and alkalinity levels, okay? So you right now should be sitting at 7.4 if you're balanced. If you're not, you're probably going to be around 7.2. You might be around 7. You start dipping below 7, that's dangerous territory, okay? 6.8 or so, if that's your blood alkaline level, or your acidity level, guess what? Guess where you're headed, okay? You're headed to really bad stuff. You're headed to organ failure stuff. You're heading to liver toxicity stuff. You're heading to kidney issues. You're heading towards cancer, okay? We don't want that. So there's that on the pH side. You can do some pH testing strips. They are out there, easily accessible, you know, fairly cheap. You know, you go in, you pee on the strip. It tells you what your level is. On those pH tests, you want that to be between 6.4 and 6.8, okay? Because urine is acidic, okay? You're peeing out toxins, okay? It's supposed to be acidic. But there's an acidity level there that relates back to what you have going on internally. So if it's 6.4 to 6.8, that's where you want to be. If it's above that, your blood level is probably a little too alkaline. You need to back off a little bit. If it's below that, you're a little too acidic. You need to start bumping your alkalinity back up, which means drinking a lot more water. Just basic water. I mean, I get to all the hydrogen addition water and everything else that's out there. Don't worry, I'm not going to beat up on it, but I'm just going to give some levity to that. So just know, if you're doing the P test, to check out your alkalinity level, and we'll get to ketones next week. Tune in on that whole thing, because, well, you're going to laugh. So there's that. But keep things simple whenever it comes to diet. I tell everybody the best diet you can have: vegetables, fruits, lean meats, oils, which means nuts, okay? Keep it there, and your levels are going to be pretty good, okay? With everything, over time, we're talking about, over the lifetime. We're not talking about, doing a juice cleanse, which is not always bad, but it clears you up for that long, and then whenever you get off the juice cleanse, what happens? You go back to being where you were, okay? So this is a lifestyle thing, not a quick cleanse thing. Cleanses aren't bad, but they should be a part of life, not just something you do every once in a while to try and trick a blood test. You need that. Also, whenever you do eat, so I talked about we all have an acid-based system for digestion. Well, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to dilute that whenever you eat. So drinking this while you're eating is not the best thing in the world for you. What you should do is have this about an hour before, okay, just to cleanse things, to get some water in your system so your body can help produce hydrochloric acid. And then, yeah, you're going to find this funny, have a little bit of wine with your meal because it's acidic. It'll help with the digestion of things, okay? Or something slightly acidic as far as the water goes, because you don't want to dilute what's going on in the stomach as far as the acids. You want the acid there to activate enzymes, and so your body can break down all the proteins and everything else, okay? It's highly needed. Don't worry, it all works out in the end. You end up becoming alkalized. If you don't know, your large colon is a very alkaline environment. Okay, your stomach is very acidic. Your small intestine is neutral. It needs to be fairly neutral. It needs to be around 6.4-ish for adequate nutrient absorption. Because if it's not, guess what you don't absorb? Nutrients is what you don't absorb. That's why your pancreas has to be working as it should be. Your bile ducts should be functioning. This way, it releases bile. It starts to neutralize all the acids. That way, your body can absorb everything. Okay. Hope you're loving all the digestive talk here, because I bet you just ate lunch, didn't you? And you're thinking back on lunch, going, "Oh God, what did I do? Did I mess my system up?" I tell you what, if you're highly gassy after a meal, one, you probably took in too much fiber for yourself that you can't digest, or two, well, you took in too much water and you couldn't digest stuff, which is the other issue. Or you ate way too fast. If you eat too fast, well, guess what? You get extra air down your digestive tract, and that doesn't help either. So slow down with the eating. Enjoy your foods. Okay. Last but not least, I've got some visual aids here too that I'm going to pull out. For your water, I'm actually going to give you my own water recipe to help out with keeping yourself balanced. But everybody talks about lemon water. Okay, have lemon water to alkalize your body. Lemons are very acidic. Okay, in fact, most fruits are very acidic. Well, there's a lot that are essentially kind of basic, but most fruits that you take in are going to be acidic. Okay, citric acid. Okay, breaks down viruses and stuff like that, or kills off viruses. So how does lemon water alkalize your body? Well, here's what happens. You have a little bit of lemon. You have a lot of water, okay? You put that in. Your body takes that and actually creates some extra bicarbonate in your system, okay? Baking soda, essentially, to alkalize your system. There's an inverse reaction, okay, with things like that. But the trick to that is the water. If you just suck on lemons all day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to become acidic, and you're going to ruin your teeth, so don't do that. But a little bit of lemon with a lot of water is fantastic because it creates an environment where your body has to react to it to create extra alkalinity in the system, okay? Plus, you're getting all the bioflavonoids. You also have all the mineral structures there, all the micronutrients. Okay, micronutrients are very important for alkalization of the system, because if you don't have those, you can't alkalize the system. So, bottled water. I'm going to have a graphic down below. I'll put down below. So bottled water actually usually sits at about 6.5 to 6.8 in most bottled waters. Some of them sit around 7, some are 7.2, okay? So if you have some bottled water and you want to help alkalize it, guess what you need? Some of that. You see that right there? You need some pink Himalayan sea salts, or you need some of the gray salt, or some like one of the colored salts. Add just a dash. I'm talking a pinch, a tiny, tiny pinch, just enough to where it sweetens the water. That means you've got just enough mineral content there for you, okay? And it will help alkalize it. Why? Because you're getting the mineral structures there that you need for alkalization. How cool is that? So my water recipe. Everybody sees me carrying this thing around and sucking it down all day. And whenever you do that, guess what? If you have the right stuff in there, you're not going to be peeing it out all day because your pH is going to be here. So this is 1 full liter. 5 million points for whoever guesses the type of bottle that is. It's apple cider vinegar. Sorry, you don't get points now. So apple cider vinegar bottle. I do about 1/8 of an ounce of apple cider vinegar. I do a pinch of sea salt, and I add some stuff called True Lemon. Which, hey, True Lemon people, give me a call. I love a sponsorship. So that stuff right there, you can find it in any market in the world. Okay, it's everywhere. It's over there with the other drink stuff that I'm not going to mention because it's all junk. So, True Lemon, awesome stuff because it's real lemon. It's crystallized, so you got all the bioflavonoids there. You have some mineral structures there, everything else. So, great stuff. Another one I recommend, especially whenever you work out, stuff called Hydrate. That's right, with the company I work with, awesome stuff. I'm going to have one graphic on here that shows that Propel has a pH of 3 or 3.2, something like that. This kicks you back up to about a 7.4 or 7.6 area, okay, for the water. Why? Because the minerals that are here are bound to amino acids. If you listen to the last one, you know why. That's so important. So there's that. Now, the alkalized water. Let's talk about the alkalized water and everything. So you get the alkaline water units out there, okay? That's fine. If you're going to use those, or you're going to use the little hydrogen units now that pump extra hydrogen into water, I've seen those out there, have that by itself and give yourself 2 hours from the time you have it until you drink or until you eat something, okay? Have no food whenever you drink that. If you're going to do it first thing in the morning, do it at night right before bed, but have nothing else with it because you cannot digest anything after you drink that for about 2 hours, all right? Just letting you know, because if you take your protein drink and you take your whey protein and you put that in that water, protein needs what to be broken down? It needs acid. It needs stomach acid to break it down and enzymes to break it down. The enzymes cannot be activated if there's no acid there, which means you can't break it down, which means you can't use it, which means it goes to absolute waste, and it's going to cause you some major gastric distress, and you're going to be going to the bathroom very quickly, and you'll get nothing out of that protein drink, all right? Just so you know. When you do protein, regular water, no alkaline water, all right? I'm saving you a world of hurt there, and a lot of toilet paper. So, if you're going to do the alkaline water, have it by itself. If you're going to take some ozone water, okay, be careful with that, with the alkaline water and the ozone water. Have a trained professional do that for you, especially on the ozone water, because well, there's a right way and a very, very wrong way to do that. Okay, if you need to know who to go see Blake Smith at Ozone Purity here in Dallas. Awesome guy, great service. He can get you lined up on that. But you don't want to have too much of either one because they will throw your body out of balance. Unless your body's already way out of balance on the acidic side, it doesn't take much to get you back to being, neutral. Just where we want you. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed today. Like I said, I'm going to post some stuff down below here so you can see some graphics on all this stuff beyond what I talked about here. And oh yeah, what is pH? I should start off with this. So pH is actually the potential or power of hydrogen. That means how much hydrogen is there in that stuff that you're getting out of it for use. Okay, so that's what pH means. Now you got your PhD. How about that? So there's that. Hope you enjoyed it. The big thing, hydration is key. Okay. Notice hydration has what in it? What's the first part of hydration? Hydrogen. That's right. So hydration, hydrogen. Drink to your health. Notice this is my protein drink with all kinds of enzymes and just basic, normal, everyday water. Which, speaking of, so the water I use filtered water. Zero water. Awesome stuff. Get some. You can get a discount I have 10% on my website, clintfuquay.com. If you're going to use a water filter, use that one because it gets all the extra junk out of your water, okay? Literally everything, all the particulates gone out of your water. If you use Brita or one of those others, you're only getting a portion out, okay? You're lucky if you get 60% of the particulates out. Zero Water gets all of them out. It's awesome, awesome stuff. And that way you get fresh, clean water for all your stuff, okay? Then you can add some of that to it. So, hope you enjoyed it. Come back for the next edition, which we're going to be talking about neurotropics, all right? Somebody asked about neurotropics, so we're going to cover neurotropics. Anything else you'd like to learn about, post it down there. Send me a question, and I'll add it in on one of the future editions of Save Your Health Sunday. So, hope you enjoyed it. Drink to your health, eat to your health. 80-20. Keep it simple, people. Seriously, keep it simple. For personal training or anything else, come see me. I'm right here. Maybe you can see that, maybe you can't. So, right here, Trinity Mills, Midway, PhysioFit. Because believe me, all this stuff I'm talking about here is nothing compared to what I do out there on the floor for training. I've been doing it for 25 years. That's why I'm an engineer. So, there's that. Come back, enjoy the next edition, and for any questions, pop them down below. I have some other stuff I'm going to put down there for graphics, just so y'all can have it, so you can see what's going on with pH and foods. And that way, if you're not pH balanced, you know what you're missing out on in nutrients and why you're having health issues. That's it. Have a great day.